Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I did a video a few weeks ago, maybe it depends when this comes out, about my sort of setup. There'll be a link up here, you'll see what it's like up here. But in today's video, I'm going to share my thoughts about the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros. They're a sort of new set of headphones that I've got. They're studio grade headphones, and I thought I'd share my honest opinions and thoughts with you guys in this form of a product review. Let's just jump into it. As I'm sure you guys can already tell by the content that I produce and the things that I make, I am a bit of a geek. I love my technology, whether it be sort of cinematic stuff, whether it be computers, whether it be audio, anything like that is something that I really love and enjoy looking into and also using on a daily basis. When I'm creating videos, content like this, content for university stuff, and also for clients, I always want to try and edit in the best way possible. And throughout this process of upgrading certain things in this room, I have kind of learned that there are very distinct differences between standard consumer products and higher end sort of devices. I've always been using headphones basically my whole life. I've had loads of different versions. I've had sets of Sony headphones. I've recently been using a pair of Bose QC35s. There'll be a picture up there for you. But now I've decided to move over to the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pros. The set that I decided to get were the limited edition 80 ohm variants off of Amazon. So they have different black pads compared to the sort of grey pads that the other headphone sets have. And I just thought that that would complement it a little bit more. I really like having just a black headphone, just completely normal. I mean, no one's really going to ever see me with them on, to be honest. But they just really work quite well. The actual product itself does feature a 1/4 inch jack, but it's a screw-on jack. So you literally just screw it on, screw it off, and it goes from a 1/4 inch down to a 3.5mm input. And then obviously you can use it with many different devices that you would sort of generally want to use it with. The headphones themselves are fairly bulky. As you can see, the actual headband is quite nice. It's got a clasped leather band that you can unclip if you need to unclip it, and replace it if you ever need to replace it. The drivers themselves are really bulky. They're very wide on your head, but that is because they produce the best stereo sound experience, obviously in a closed back environment. As I mentioned, I was an avid user of these Bose QC35 Generation 2s. And as soon as I moved over to these, I could tell the difference pretty much instantly. The sort of stereo imaging, the way the actual sound bounces between ear to ear, the balance and the sort of gain, the treble, all that sort of stuff is really apparent in these headphones. The only thing that I would criticize these headphones for, though, would actually be their bass response. I've heard the newer sort of DT700X, the Pro X, they have better bass response, but these ones have been basically the studio masters for years, and I was highly recommended to get these to just edit videos with. Quite some time ago though, before I came into the place I am now, when I was back home making content back home, I did actually purchase a pair of DT990 Pros, and that was quite some time ago, but they were open-backed headphones, and they just didn't work as well. Having a closed back headphone means that less noise escapes, but you also need to take into account a variety of other things. You need to be working out what sort of stuff you're going to be listening to, the content that you're going to be creating, etc, and also your use case. Obviously, these are 80 ohm variant headphones. So the way that you generally look at a set of headphones is that a 42 ohm headphone is going to be a headphone that can be used on any device. 80 ohm is sort of middle ground. It can be powered by some devices that have higher outputs, but you may need to use an audio interface. And then when you get up to the 250 ohm variant, that really requires a strong preamp and audio interface to be used effectively. But I highly recommend these. The 80 ohm variants I can run on my phone, I can run on my laptop, really crank it quite well on my PreSonus interface. There's a video coming out very soon with that one. But they just provide really great clarity. When I'm just editing a video now, I learned that you can edit on studio monitors, but then also editing on a set of headphones and getting the change in a mix really helps trying to pinpoint that sound. It also tells me what is good and what isn't good. Obviously, I use this lavalier microphone for most of these videos, but you can tell the difference between this lav and the shotgun microphone a million times better when you're listening to headphones like this. The only sort of issue that I would obviously highlight with these being nice studio headphones is because they're designed for studio use, they have a very long cable that is tied straight into the headphone. Newer versions have detachable cables, like the 700 Pro X's that I mentioned. But you've got, just take that into account. They're wired headphones, they're not wireless, so don't go expecting a wireless experience. But for quality and cost, these are fantastic. When I purchased them, I paid about £130 on Amazon for these 80 ohm variants. So if you guys would like to buy a pair of those, there'll be an affiliate link in the description down below for you to purchase some, and that would obviously get a little bit of a kickback to me, which would help me out, obviously trying to pay for all this stuff anyway. If you guys have any further questions about these headphones or any other stuff that is going to be mentioned in this sort of setup series, please do not hesitate to drop a comment down in the comment section below, or head over to my Instagram and drop me a message over there. I'll definitely get back to you and reply. That has been all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in a video coming up very soon. There's loads more to mention about this setup, and you guys will hopefully enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.